is the world they pin us to, but our place in it, that shadow of society that follows wherever we go. 5. In 1962, the writer and poet Sylvia Plath drew a picture of a pair of black patent leather high-heel shoes. That these were her own personal shoes is not confirmed, but I believe they were. In the drawing, done in ink, the left shoe points east, while the right shoe points north by northwest, as if turned overly inward into a position that no real feet could find tenable. Above these, in pencil, Plath wrote, "The Bell Jar." 6. A pair of worn shoes is a portrait of its wearer. Not just the scuffed toes and heels ground down by months or years of pavement, or the narratives told by damage and repair, but the form and function of them, their type. They are a part of our costume in both the quotidian and theatrical sense. And because the stories that shoes tell are invariably about public life, they must also be about status and power, or the lack of it. 7. A friend of mine, a former colleague, is one of the most consistently feminine-presenting women that I know, always tastefully perfumed, always in heels. She emigrated from the Soviet Union with her family when she was just a child. Sometime during that first year in America, her father took her to a supermarket in Queens and snapped a photo of her in front of the overstocked juice aisle. It is a picture that radiates astonishment. One might expect a look of joy to accompany that much abundance, but instead there is something closer to shock and fear in her big brown eyes. Entitlement is a learned skill. 8. Western women are often told that we're now living in a time of unprecedented choice and the ability to form our own destiny, that the world is our overstocked supermarket. "You go, girl," the advertising copy says, or seems to say. The popular narrative is that we can choose to be whatever we want to be, to work or to be a housewife, a stay-at-home mom, to have a child or to not. We're told that we can choose how we want to look, to wear makeup or not wear makeup, to grow our hair long or to buzz it off, and that we can choose whatever we want to wear on our feet. Modern shoe consumerism, especially, is often presented within the politically feminized language of choice. A woman's right to choose becomes a woman's right to shoes. By this logic, it matters not so much what we choose, but that it is chosen. The very presence of different paths, visible but untaken, seems to indicate that choice was possible, that the path we end up on was selected as a result of our desires, or, at the very least, by our personal limitations, and that this is empowerment, or even feminism. That empowerment, the taking on of power, is a matter of personal intent and actualization, rather than one of structural change. That the course we chart through the labyrinth is individual and intentional. Some buy it, some don't. 9. The high heels that Plath drew under the words "the bell jar" were meant to be an illustration for her novel of the same name. Understood to be an autobiographical roman à clef, it concerns a troubled young woman named Esther Greenwood at the dawn of her adult life. She is struggling to find her place in the world, beginning with an internship in New York City, and these same heels appear throughout the book as a sort of leitmotif. She is frequently aware of them and what they are supposed to mean, the role they assign to her. The heels follow her like a shadowy familiar. We hear their origin story, bought one lunch hour at Bloomingdale's with a black patent leather belt and black patent leather pocketbook to match. At one key point in the book, when she is ready to abandon her life, to unpin herself from the world, she first abandons the shoes, only to return, the stitching between self and society momentarily restored.